Hey, what's up everybody? Faye here and welcome back to a new video. Today we'll be talking about something that, we're talking about something that I haven't talked about a band event in a minute. It has been a minute. It's been a few months actually. It's been at least 3, maybe even 4. Hell, potentially even 5 months since I last talked about a band event. That's because the last time I talked about a band event on this channel, I was still a junior in high school. I am now a senior in high school, and our first band event has been completed. Hold on a second, guys. I'm sorry. My mom popped a couple pimples on my face earlier, and I'm checking the aftermath. Where's the one that she popped from over here? There it is. Alright, whatever. Alright, well, the event in particular I'm going to talk about in this video is called All Region Jazz. You probably saw it in the title, but I just got done with it. All Region Jazz is basically just you get 3 pieces, get 3 pieces of jazz music, and you have a certain amount of time to learn it, and then you basically just get in front of judges, even though they have like a cover in front of them, so they can't see you and you can't see them. You can't talk at all, and it's basically just auditions. So they give you a number, you go into a room where judges are on the other side of this cover, while you and your instrument on the other side, and basically a recording for the jazz piece. Each jazz piece plays through, and as it's playing through, you play your instrument. No matter what instrument it is, you just play your part, basically. That's basically all it is. So, I'm just here to talk about my experience with it. So, I actually just got back from it. It's actually 11:20 right now, and it's the middle of the week. I usually don't go to sleep. I usually go to sleep at 11 for nights like this. However, I got home at 11 and I still wanted to get this recording out of the way, so I went ahead and just stayed awake for this. Once this recording's done, I'm probably just gonna try my best to just pass out tonight, because to be honest, I am tired. Like, hella tired. So, yeah. So the day went by. We went through the school day, went to the band hall. I then ended up, once 8th period was over, me and 3 other kids were doing Region Jazz, which made it kind of more fun. It meant it was more of an exclusive thing that we kind of had fun with, you know? And, I had fun with it. And, well, it was about a 45-minute drive to the school that we were headed to. So by the time we got there, we immediately proceeded to get the instruments out. There was 1 trombone, 1 trumpet, 1 alto saxophone, and the instrument I played, which was a drum set. Fantastic. I played the drum set part of the piece. So I went in. So we got all the instruments unloaded, brought them into... Well, first we went to McDonald's on the way there, got the food and got it into the car with us. We went the rest of the way, and then unloaded the instruments in the rooms that they were supposed to be in. I had to get help from the rest of the guys that were there to get the drum set in there fully, but after that was dealt with, they moved their instruments into their rooms that they need to be in. And then after everything was inside and everything, Uh, we all went to our audition rooms. I put in like maybe 10, 15 minutes of practice into the pieces that we were doing. And then we got sent out of the room. We were given our numbers. There were supposed to be 12 drum set players there. And they gave me number 11. Number 9 didn't show up, so there were basically 11 drummers, and I was the 10th one to go. Which was annoying, because even though I was more memorable than the ones that went first, that also meant that if I played very badly, or if I played badly enough, I'm probably going to get a low placement. So I went in, well, I basically just sat in a hallway for a good hour and a half, waiting for because there was, okay, so the room I was in, they call it the rhythm section. So they had the drum sets, the pianos, the guitars, and the bass guitars all in one room. Thing is, we were supposed to have 2 guitarists, but one of them didn't show up, so there was only one guitarist. Like regular guitar. So they had the one regular guitar guy go in first, and after he finished his part, he was let go, and then we started the drummers. We went through, and eventually it became my turn. I played my pieces, went through all of it in 6 minutes, got out, and yeah. Eventually, me and my 3 friends that I went up there with, we were all done. And then, so I was just hanging out with them for a bit. Eventually, finally, everything was done. So, we ended up loading everything back into the car, hitting up Brahms on the way back home, and then, like, after we finished what we were doing at Brahms, we came straight home, unloaded everything back into the band hall, and then went home for the night. So that's what happened during the day, well, during the time of Region Jazz. I guess I'll go ahead and talk about the placements. My trombone friend placed the highest out of all of us. He placed 4th place. It looked like if you were a trombone player, the top 3 or the top 2 made area. So since he made 4th place, it didn't look like he made area, but it did look like he made the band. Then there was the saxophone guy. He made 8th place, which isn't bad. That means he beat like half the people that he was going against. So that's not bad at all. And then there was a trumpet girl who was there who placed 21st, which she beat like 7 people to get there, so that's not bad. It's not that great, but it's also not that bad. Like, it really could be better, but it also could be worse. And then there was my placement. There was 11 drummers, right? Out of those 11 drummers, including myself, I placed 10th. I was 10th place out of 11 drummers, which was just fan-fucking-tastic. Yeah, it was a terrible placement. That also means I beat 1 person, and since another person didn't show up, in a way I beat 2 people. Which was funny because my goal wasn't to make area. I knew I wasn't going to be able to make area. Would it have been crazy as hell if I did? Absolutely. But I didn't think I was going to make area. We ended up oversimplifying the hell out of all 3 of my parts, and only gave me a week to practice it. So I didn't think I was going to get it anyways. My goal was to just do better than one of my friends that did it last year. Which we did the same, we kind of did the same. Last year when he did it, like 1 person didn't show up, and he beat another person. However, there was only 7 people there for his thing. Well, technically 6, since one of them didn't show up, and he beat another one, so he got 5th. I got 10th place, but there were also 11 people there. Well, 12 people in total. One of them didn't show up, and I beat another person, so I was placed in 10th. So we did the same thing. It's just since I had a bigger amount of competition than he did, I placed lower than he did, technically. So, now that I've talked about our placements, I have all 3 of the recordings for the pieces right here on my phone. I'm not going to be on my phone for too long since it's at 9%, since it got hella drained while we were there. So I'm going to play all the parts for you. I'm going to play it in order of how we had to play it. So the first one is called Mr. Bees Bop. Here it is. Now the thing about Region Jazz, right, is that you don't actually play the full part. So we didn't actually play the full piece. We just went to a certain part. So that was Mr. Bees Bop. The next one up is called Every Now and Then. So here we go. This one's more of a jazz rock kind of piece. I think right here was where we stopped the audition. That's where we stopped the audition. So that was Every Now and Then. If I'm being honest, those first two pieces, with Mr. Bop, my problem with that, I think those two pieces, the reason why I placed so low was because of my performance on those two pieces particularly. Because this last piece, I'll tell you what it's called when I get to it, but this last piece, I played it pretty good. Like, I don't think I had much of a problem with this piece. The other two pieces I did have a problem with. With Every Now and Then, my problem with that one was I played it correctly, but I rushed the absolute hell out of it. And as for Mr. Bop, there was a lot of parts where I just like, sometimes for the up-tempo swing eighth notes that I was doing, I kind of like either played them too fast or played them too slow sometimes. And if it wasn't that, it was parts that were different from the rest of the piece that I just kind of forgot was there. And that would just kind of throw me off and make me stop for like a measure. So yeah, there's those two things. But let's get to the third and final piece that I played for this. It's called Sweatsuit, the piece that I said that I did the best at performance-wise. Let's get into it. This one's an up-tempo swing just like Mr. Bop is. Do the tom solo real quick with a drum set. Got a nice drum set solo that leads into a piano solo, which is nice. Oh, okay. I don't really remember where the audition stopped with that. It sounded like that was it right there. Huh. Alright. So that was Sweatsuit. Not really much to say about any of these three parts. As I said earlier, Mr. Bop, I kind of messed up with certain parts or whatever. Every now and then, I had the parts pretty much down, but I rushed the hell out of it. And Sweatsuit, I think I did pretty good on. So with that all being said, I think I'm going to end the video off here, guys. So if you like what you saw, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. If you want to check out my socials, you can go to the About section of the channel or to the description of this video and all my other videos. With that all being said, my name is Fate. This has been me talking about my high school band going to All Region Jazz. And if I'm being honest, I'm kind of tired after the day I've had, so I'm going to go get some sleep. See you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.